முன்பெல்லாம் குழந்தைகளை நீங்கள் பெற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டாம், அவசரப்பட வேண்டாம், கொஞ்சம் பொறுமையாக இருங்க என்று சொல்லிக் கொண்டிருந்தோம். இப்போ சொல்ல வேண்டிய அவசியம் வரல, சொல்லக்கூடாது இப்போ. ஏன்னா மக்கள் தொகை அடிப்படையில் இடஒதுக்கீடு அந்த நாடாளுமன்ற எண்ணிக்கை வரும் என்று சொல்லுகிற நேரத்தில் நமக்கு எண்ணிக்கை மக்கள் தொகை அதிகம் இருந்தால்தான் எம்பிக்கள் அதிகம் வரும் என்ற நிலை இன்றைக்கு உருவாகி இருக்கு. ஆனால் நாம் குடும்ப கட்டுப்பாட்டில் கவனம் செலுத்தி அதில் வெற்றி கண்டோம். அதனால் இந்த நிலை நமக்கு ஏற்பட்டிருக்கிறது. ஆனால் இப்போ யாரும் உங்களுக்கு குழந்தைகள் நீங்கள் அவசரப்பட்டு பெற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டாம் என்று நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். உடனடியாக பெற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள்.
In this clip, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is heard asking newlywed couples to have more children immediately. While Stalin's remark was an echo of the traditional Tamil blessing, his focus remained on the increase of population. Why? The answer is delimitation. Shortly after the three-language row over NEP 2020 erupted, Stalin said that the state is facing another challenge, delimitation. The DMK leader, along with 14 leaders across 5 states, conducted the first Joint Action Committee meeting regarding delimitation and the threat posed by this exercise. But what is delimitation and why exactly are southern states against this process? Welcome to Deep Dive with Outlook. Today we'll discuss the ongoing controversy surrounding delimitation and how it has raised a row between the center and southern states. What is delimitation? Delimitation refers to the process of redrawing parliamentary and assembly constituencies based on the population of a state. To put it simply, states with larger populations tend to get more representatives and seats in the parliament as compared to states with smaller populations. Articles 82 and 170 of the Indian Constitution lay down the guidelines for this exercise. Has delimitation happened before? Delimitation dates back to 1952. This first exercise was based on the 1951 census and set the total number of Lok Sabha seats at 494. Since then, the process has been carried out thrice in 1963, 1973 and 2002. The last national delimitation India witnessed was in 1973 based on the census in 1972. This increased the number of Lok Sabha seats to 543. After this came the emergency period in which former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi froze the delimitation of Lok Sabha and Assembly constituencies till the 2001 census. In 2001, however, due to mass opposition from southern states, former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee extended the freeze till 2026. While a commission was created in 2002, the number of Lok Sabha and Assembly seats remained unchanged. Delimitation, however, has not always been carried out at a national scale. In 2022, the delimitation of Jammu and Kashmir was carried out following the abrogation of Article 317. This abrogation resulted in the formation of 2 separate union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, resulting in the redrawing of the constituencies. However, this exercise was criticized due to the freeze on delimitation till 2026. Many experts also believe that this exercise was a way to appease political parties rather than take into account the population of the 2 territories. During the emergency period, a key reason behind delimitation's freeze was to carry out population control measures. While these measures were successfully implemented in the southern states, North India lagged behind. Southern states now had a smaller population, prompting them to oppose the constitution of a delimitation commission after the 2001 census, hence causing the extension till 2026. With the deadline of delimitation nearing and India's population speculated to reach 1.42 billion by 2026, states such as Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, and others have once again raised their concerns. With a focus on population changes, the process of delimitation may lead to a reduction or increment in seats across states. As for various studies conducted on delimitation, by 2026, Karnataka is expected to see an increase in seats from 28 to 36. Similarly, in Andhra Pradesh, the seats are expected to reach from 25 to 28, Tamil Nadu from 39 to 41, and Telangana from 17 to 20 seats. On the other hand, northern states could see a drastic increase in their seats. By 2026, Uttar Pradesh is expected to increase from 80 to 128 seats. Bihar follows closely with a likely increase from 40 to 70 seats. When we compare the number of seats southern states will get to that of the northern states, we start to understand why the south is concerned. Despite this opposition, Home Minister Amit Shah has stated that the number of seats for the south will not be reduced. Speaking at an event in Coimbatore, Shah stated the following.
डिलिमिटेशन में हम साउथ को अन्याय नहीं होने देंगे। श्रीमान स्टालिन जी, मोदी सरकार ने लोकसभा में स्पष्ट किया है कि डीलिमिटेशन के बाद प्रोरेटा के हिसाब से दक्षिण के एक भी राज्य का एक भी सीट कम नहीं होगा।
Despite Shah's assurance, southern states continue to demand for a fair delimitation. As per Stalin, delimitation isn't just about Tamil Nadu, it affects all of South India, echoing the state's demand for a fair, transparent, and equitable approach to the exercise. YSRCP President and former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy echoed a similar tone and urged that the delimitation exercise should be done without reducing any state's representation. Adding to this, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah warned that a new exercise would severely disadvantage the southern states and urged that the delimitation should be based on the 1971 census. With delimitation aiming to maintain and preserve the mandate of one person, one vote, the process continues to face the great challenge of India's large population, which continues to see an uneven growth across all 28 states.